Hello, welcome to the Tabletop Command Post. Today we're doing a quick update on our U.S. Armored Infantry Platoon project. Alright, so before we take a closer look at the progress we've made, we're going to do a quick fly through of the stuff we have gotten done, which has actually been quite a bit considering the amount of distractions that we've had with Conflict 47 and replacing a bunch of German 148 stuff with German 156 stuff for Operation Martlet. We've still managed to knock out quite a bit of this project, and yeah, so I'm quite happy with where we are so far. So let's take a closer look at these guys. Yeah, so tons of distraction like I mentioned. I think we started this on July 20th. Since then we've been doing Operation Martlet. I've been getting ready for that with some new Panthers, some new German half tracks, did a bunch of Panzer IVs. Conflict 47 has entered our lives also since then, and I really went crazy on that. I did a ton of Axis and US forces for that game, but through it all I've always come back to this project, which is my main project, and I've been able to still get a bunch of this knocked out. Not there yet, but we're getting quite close to being done. So as I mentioned in the planning video for this, what I do whenever I build an army for 28mm World War II games. I play two of them, Chain of Command, Bolt Action. I always build for the Chain of Command platoons, as those are set in stone. You can add to them, but there's always going to be that core platoon that you work with in that game. Of course, Bolt Action, you can use the same models and you can build any list you want. So it's always best to build for Chain of Command and draw from that the stuff you need for your Bolt Action force. Alright, so let's just take a look at what we have, starting with our leaders here. So these four guys here, these are the newish Warlord Resin US Platoon Commanders for version 3 that they came out with. I got a captain and a lieutenant from that. Lieutenant could also be a spotter or an FO if you wanted him to be. I got this guy here, he's going to be my platoon sergeant for Chain of Command, kind of a grizzled looking veteran guy with an SMG. And in that pack there was also this guy, like my War Daddy model. He's a tank commander. He's got a pistol. I don't really know what to do with him, so he'll probably just run a heavy weapons platoon or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out, but he's cool. It's a cool looking model. I've also made some well, let's just start with these guys here. So these guys were sold as Ranger officers and leaders by Warlord, and I bought them, turned them into a couple of squad leaders for my infantry squads, and then I put two of them on one base to make a two-man lieutenant team, platoon command team for Bolt Action SMG guys. So those were a pack sold together by Warlord. Same with these four here. Then I made a lieutenant platoon commander with carbine for my Chain of Command platoon. And then over here we got a plastic squad leader with SMG. I made 3 rifle squad leaders for Chain of Command. I need to make one more of those. Moving back here, got a couple of LMG teams. So I know I had said that I was just going to do the LMGs for both games, but it turns out the machine gun teams in the Chain of Command platoon are more MMGs on tripods. But I did still make the LMGs for the Bolt Action armored platoon option. They have a machine gun squad they can bring. So took some arms from Airborne Sprue to make this one. And then this guy here, this is the Audie Murphy mini that Warlord had a couple months ago as part of their Soldier of Fortune or whatever it's called. Every month they have a exclusive mini. I saw this guy and I'm like, I gotta have him for my platoon. Yeah, he's got the MG42. It's really cool. So I grabbed a arm with a can, painted it camo, German Dunkelgelb camo. So these guys are rocking the captured MG42 as one of my light machine gun teams. Then back here I have the mortar. So this is a 60mm mortar. Based them 2 guys on a base. I decided to do it that way as that's how it is in the Chain of Command. Or no, the Bolt Action version of it, it's a 2-man team and you add rifles to it. and in the Chain of Command version it'll be a 5-man team. So I got 3 guys for it so far, and I need to still add 2 more guys to round out the crew for Chain of Command. And up here I'll have all my various riflemen. So you can see I did some of them in green pants, some of them in brown pants. I like the way it looks, gives them a little bit of that ragtag feel. And moving back here, we got some, sorry I'm holding my camera in a weird angle, but I think it gives a better view of these guys. So these guys are going to be machine gun crewmen, extra crew for machine guns, which we'll look at here in a second. Of course they can just be run as regular riflemen too in bolt action if you need more guys. So that is the machine gun crew. And moving on to vehicles. So most of this stuff I had done already in my last video. I don't think I've added the Sherman. So I did add this Sherman since then, but I had the 2 Greyhounds, the Stuart, the 2 half-tracks, the Scout Car, and the M15 done in my planning video. So I haven't done a lot vehicle-wise. I did get the Sherman done though, and I did decide to add some stowage to it. Just, you know, my idea was a ragtag, worn, war-weary looking platoon, so I figured I probably should add some stowage to this to make the vehicles fit the theme as well. I have not added any yet to the half-tracks, but I probably will. So I do have my last 3rd half-track built. I just finished building that. Still need to paint it. And then we got the other 2 half-tracks, the Scout Car, 2 M8s, which I can make into M20s. Just by taking the magnetized machine gun off, throw it on there, and just throw that on to there, if I can with one hand. Yeah, not sure which way it goes, but you get the idea. Of course the M15 is amazing. Two heavy machine guns, an autocannon, super cool. Moving up here, I got so these are the 2 tripod mounted machine guns. I got them built, I haven't got them painted yet, obviously, but these are going to be my Chain of Command machine gun squad for my armored infantry platoon machine gun teams. So in the book they are 5 men, so that's when I take a couple of these guys, reach over and grab these, and I will be adding these guys to round out the 5 men that I need for the Chain of Command machine gun squad. There will also be 1 leader, so that's what that squad will look like. And then of course I could use these 2 3-man teams as MMG teams in bolt action as well. So very versatile base like this. Moving on, we got our support that I've got done so far. So I have the sniper team. I have a flamethrower, which I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of it, but it was in one of the packs. So here it is. Still good in games, just not as easy to bring in bolt action anymore. Usually you got to bring an engineer platoon now just to bring it. But Chain of Command, probably more likely to see that. It's also better in Chain of Command than it is in bolt action. Then 2 bazookas. So bazookas, in these armored infantry platoons, you can usually add additional bazookas. You can take guys out of the platoon or out of the squad in Chain of Command, I believe. It was like that. I can't remember now. It's still like that in version 2. But you can just take guys out and give them bazookas and make additional bazooka teams. And in bolt action, with the armored infantry, you can bring multiple bazookas as well. So a couple of bazooka teams. Got a heavy mortar. I actually painted that one a while ago. You can tell by the basing's a little bit different. But it is in my new style, so it fits. I just threw some armored, 2nd Armored Division patches on them. This is my latest thing I finished, which is a 50 cal. Super awesome in both games. This guy actually goes with that. He's part of that sprue, or part of that blister. But I based him separately so he can be a spotter for the mortar. And if I need a 4-man heavy machine gun team, I can just add a crewman to it. Or if I am going to run it in Chain of Command and need a 5-man team, I'll add another crewman. So I got enough to have 3 5-man machine gun teams for Chain of Command or bolt action, however I want to run them. Alright, so what do I have left? So I have 25 plastic guys left. So obviously I got to finish painting what I have built. I need to buy some more Shermans. I want to have a full platoon of Shermans, so I want 3 Shermans. So I'm going to get another one of these. And I believe Rubicon sells a 105 Sherman kit, so I'd love to have a 105 in the platoon. So 2 regular 75 mils and a 105 Sherman, and that'll probably be it for vehicles. With the 25 plastics I have left, I need to build 11 more riflemen. Oh, I got 2 BARs here too, I forgot about. I need to build 4 more BARs as well, because as I'm looking at the chain of command American platoons, I realize I'm not that far off from being able to run all of the platoons in the book. There's 2 types of rifle platoons in the book, as well as the airborne platoon, which I already have, the armored rifle platoon, which I'm gonna have soon. But there's also just 2 rifle platoons, earlier war and a later war one, and basically the difference is there's more BARs in the later war one. But for that I need 6 BARs. So I'm going to build 4 more BARs, 11 more riflemen. I'm going to make a medic. I need to make a couple of more just SMG, just Joes, and maybe 1 more SMG sergeant, I'm not sure. But the SMG Joes will be part of chain of command platoon, one of the rifle versions of it. And I'm trying to think what else. I think that's pretty much it. 11 riflemen, 4 BARs, a medic. I'm pretty sure that's mostly it. There might be a couple other strays that I'm forgetting, but overall, well past halfway here. I should be able to wrap this up relatively quickly now that I'm probably mostly done with Conflict 47 for now, until the Japanese get here. And then other than that, I don't have any big projects on the horizon at the moment. Although those new Soviets are looking pretty sweet, and since I'm kind of in the refreshing and replacing old armies, I think the Soviets would probably be next in line, as there's new models, and there's also a case where they are very old. One of the first armies I painted many years ago, so they could use a refresh too. We'll see though. Anyway, just want to do a quick update on this. I know it's been a while since I covered this at all, but it is in progress, and it will be done relatively soon. So I think the next video we do will probably be a showcase, showing off the completed force. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this, and we'll see you for the next one.